has actually been told to change the weapon, I think, where there was a breakage.
Broken off, yeah.
That's Mexican really taking quite a beating here.
She needs to be
She's
aware.
quite dazed, and she's going to go down if she's not careful.
She is just not holding her own that well there.
This Czech fighter firmly in control of what's happening here with the big height
done.
advantage, and that's the 3-1. That's the end of the round.
The real issue with her positioning there was by taking those shots straight to the back of her head, straight to the back of her body. She's waiting for something to go wrong. You can't do that. You need to reposition yourself.
Yeah.
Seems like she might be injured again.
Oh, I actually think that she's just out of breath. But she looked really tired there. I think she's
a bit dazed. I mean, she got really clocked on the head there with that two-handed axe.
Well, she seems to have a humour about her.
Yeah,
but
which is good. Which is good.
It's always a good sign. Always a good sign. However, yeah, she was really taking a beating there. But was very resilient at the same time. I mean, she really put on the fight there.
Well, this is the thing. I would say putting up the fight, not the best choice of words. Putting up with endurance, fantastic choice of words.
That's true.
She took the beating, but unfortunately did not take the opportunity to either fight back or to reposition herself. I think that's a lesson learned for her. Now they obviously need to sort out any substitutes for the Mexican team, make sure that they can field 3. Czech Republic already ready to stand by and fight. That gives them some time to relax and catch their breath, but at the same time, that edge of intimidation.
Yeah. And of course, that can, if there's a team that takes too long to get ready, that can also break that attention that they've got, break that concentration that they have for these moments, where at the moment it'll be incredibly intense. But waiting too long, people can start to lose it.
I can definitely understand that. There's a competition I had in New Zealand that unfortunately the list was made out of pine and kept breaking. So there was continuous pauses. And for myself, that's not something that I enjoyed.
No.
Seems like they're getting their 3rd fighter ready from Team Mexico, so they're going to be out of field. It is the same fighters, I believe, so good on them for continuing onwards. Hopefully they'll be able to keep their fight together. But they're deciding to split up again. The Czech fighters kept it together last time, and that seemed to work for them.
We're going to be able to see a rush here.
She wants to pay her back for that shot. Oh, and she gets a nice shield punch cross from the other
strikes
fighter.
from the halberdier over there.
Now the opportunity to lay some of those shots with the axe. Going for the back of the head and back of the body. People love to do that, but I do believe the legs are actually a far more effective way of taking people down.
Well, that's right, but you've got to be very careful not to get the back of the knee.
Of course. You can't be directing there whatsoever. And we also don't hook with the axe heads onto the feet unless it's obviously clean. No tendon damage.
This is the difficulty with...
and the Mexican's gone down, losing a helmet in the process.
Well.
It's 3 versus 2. We still have a bit of a tight fight off-screen between the members.
I'm concerned about how easily that helmet came off, because we saw it was removed very, very easily the first round.
The problem is that it's really just your choice as to how tight you have it.
Yeah.
If you don't want to put it on tighter than necessary, then it won't go any further. Nice footwork by the Mexican.
Yeah.
To make sure that she's stable. But one of the Mexicans needs to do something. Oh, they've off screen. We have lost a Mexican and a
right. They've both gone down. Okay.
And a Czech. So it seems to be 2 against 1 here with the Mexican in the corner.
This Mexican in the corner is just going to let the Czechs wear themselves out. But very, very close there with the leg sweep.
She's got to do something.
Big kick there.
She will lose this round, though. She needs to do something about it.
She does. She's got to have a response soon while these Czech fighters are wearing themselves down with these strikes. However, I think now will be the end of it if they can just get the legs of that strong Mexican all the way to that Czech fighter on her. Well, it took absolutely all of her energy to get that fighter down. That was very, very impressive.
Definitely. So a nice strong stand there by the Mexican. But when it comes to one of those one-on-one moments, the Australians have a very famous saying. It's called the koala.
The koala.
And so basically the idea is you latch on like a koala and go down with them. It doesn't matter in the end.
Well, that's it.
As long as there's one person left standing, then you've won the fight.
Indeed, indeed. Well, she's down again quite doing a limbo under the wall there. But we do appear to have the USA versus Ukraine.
Coming up next, yes.
And that should be quite interesting. 2 very, very aggressive and experienced teams.
Definitely, but Ukraine being, I think, the faster one out of the 2.
Yep, well, they're the current reigning champions. So, I think once they've moved the last fighters, they'll be underway. Once the marshals seem to be ready, so I just think they're just waiting for the Ukrainians to get into the list now.
Obviously, obviously a lot of support from the Australians around the USA team sitting on the edge of the list.
Well, they're great friends.
They are great, but at the same time, I think the Australians also just love a good show.
Oh, yeah, I agree with that, definitely. And why not?
And why not, indeed.
Okay.